Hello and welcome to Retro Renegade, where we talk about retro video game hardware, modifications, and restorations. Today, on my desk, I have my old beat-up Gameboy Advance SP. Now, I received this second-hand from my brother, and or third-hand, who knows. He picked it up for me at a thrift shop or a garage sale, and so it's seen a lot of use in its life. I figure it's time to get this thing a bit of a makeover. So to start this makeover, we'll work on a simple shell replacement. So here's a before look. You can see there's a lot of scratches and wear. The screen shuts, it's worn down. Paint's missing. It's a little bit dirty, needs a little bit of cleaning. So if you're planning to replace your SP shell, there is one thing you need to check before you start ordering the parts. Most shell replacements do not come with hinges. You need to use the hinges in your current Game Boy Advance. So here's the test that I do to see how loose and wobbly your hinges may be. You grab it by the back end like this, and you give it a shake. As you can see, there is some looseness in my hinges, but to me this is acceptable. If it was wobbling out like this, or if you pull it back like this and it's super loose, you need to get new hinges. But for me, this is totally fine. So I ordered a kit from AliExpress a month ago. I'll leave a link in the description down below where I bought it. Let me just open this up here so you can see what all I've got. Alright, so I got the chassis. I ordered the NES style. I've wanted one of these for a long time. The battery cover, front screen display here, screen cover, and a bag of screws and badges. You can see there's a red Nintendo badge there. It's the same one as right here. It's red. As you can see, no hinges, just screws, bumper covers, badge, and hinge cover. So I got this whole thing for about $12, which isn't bad at all. Like, it's pretty affordable. I'm pretty excited. Oh, there's one thing I did forget. And a sticker, which it does say AGS 001, which mine is, even though it is missing the sticker. I know that it is because the AGS 101s have brightness control. Mine's a 001 because it turns off and on, whereas if I had a 101 it would have different brightness levels. So, let's go ahead and open this guy up and get this started. I also did order a new battery. This is an aftermarket battery, and you can tell because, for one, there's no Nintendo labeling, but also because it shows 850 milliamp hours. And the standard's like 600 or 650. Now this being aftermarket, I doubt that you'll get 850. I'm pretty sure it's closer to 600 or 650. But it's good to replace these because they can become damaged and swollen over time, and you don't want these going bad in your SP. So I'm replacing that as well. And that was about $6.50. I'll leave the link in the description as well. So let's get started opening this thing up. Now also in the kit, I received a Phillips head screwdriver and a tri-wing tip screwdriver. And Nintendo uses a lot of tri-wing screws, so you're definitely going to need this. But I'm only using the tools that were included in the package. So if you order one of these, you should have everything you need. Start with the Phillips head screw here. Here's the original battery here. A 600 milliamp hour. See that? Right here. Set that aside. There is the 4 screws in each of the posts here. Take those out. Those are tri-wing tipped. Gently pull this open this direction so the shoulder buttons don't fall out. It's a little dirty in there. That's okay because we're replacing it. Alright, so now we switch back over to the Phillips head. There's a couple screws in the motherboard here, here, and here. And the water indicator looks good. Alright, I'll lift this up gently. And there is a ribbon cable on this side. We'll need to unhook. So you flip it up, take all these bits out. And here's where it gets a little tricky. You want to be gentle on these ribbon cables. Right here is the cable secure lock. Pull those gently. Sometimes they seesaw, so you gotta do them both at the same time. There we go. And our motherboard is loose. Here's the speaker. More button membranes. I'm just getting out this last screw here for the screen. You don't really have to worry about being gentle with these because, you know, you got new ones, so. You have all these screws undone. Go ahead and close it. And just lift up. It won't open unless you close it. This hinge gets pinched. Gently lay the screen down. Actually, one more screw here you want to undo. You want to be very gentle with this flex cable because it's actually, you can see it twisted in there. So you want to angle it through, and the screen is out. Alright, with the LCD removed, we can now remove the hinges. You can see this through the filth. There's some clips right here, not really clips per se, but these guys hang on to it. So you have to push those in gently, and then you can push it out. So push these in, and then take a screwdriver and push it out. You can see a little better on this side. Just lightly push those in. Alright, you might need to upgrade to something bigger that can give you some more force and pressure. There they are. Alright, here are all the pieces. With the SP fully disassembled, we're going to go ahead and give it a good clean while we're in here. All it takes is a cotton swab. It's even better if you've got these soft foam tipped cleaners, but Q-tips on these sorts of things work just fine for me. Another note is you're going to want to use as high percentage alcohol content as high as possible. 90 plus is really good for things like this. That's what I usually shoot for. If all you have is 70 will work fine, but you're going to want to use higher quality stuff for something like this. Alright, with this all cleaned, it's time to now work on the screen. We have a new screen cover, so we need to get this one off and prepare for the replacement. Now there is a layer. This layer right here is what you need to replace. But you don't want to just wrench on it, because this LCD or this liquid crystal display will be destroyed when you tweak it wrong. So some people can just pull it off and it works. If it doesn't come off as easy as this, then you definitely need to get some heat on it. An easy way is a heat gun or a hair dryer. Just circular motion, quick circular motion around the outside edges. Try not to stay in one spot too long, and this will come off a lot easier. But mine's coming off easy enough that I can just peel it right off. And there it is. This is the new one. Now before I put this back together, I do want to clean this screen real quick. It was dirty to begin with. Before you put this new screen on, make for sure that this screen is completely clean. There's no hairs, fragments of anything in the way. You don't want to put this back together with a hair in there. That would drive you insane. Alright, you're going to want to peel the back. Double check, make sure it's all even. Run your fingers across it to make sure everything is set. And then comes the fun part. Peeling off this protective layer. Oh yeah. Look at that. Next we fit the screen into the new case. Put the top on here. Alright, see, this is good and tight here. Want the screws not too tight, but tight enough that you don't have any squeeze right here. Next, we can carefully squeeze this display cable without dropping all these buttons. Alright, I think this is a lip here. There we go. Here we are. Put the cable through. We need to go ahead and put the hinge cover on. Screw a hole here. Screw a hole there. Make sure you get it right. Next, you need to remove these hinge caps so we can install our new ones that match. Alright, now that these old hinge caps are off, time to put on the new ones. Alright, let's install the hinges onto the new case here. Open it up first. Alright, time to get the rest of these parts put in and get the motherboard back in. And what I like to do before I get everything buttoned up is just carefully hold it and try and give it a test. Much better. Alright, shut it back off. And before you close everything up, there is one tricky part here, and that's the final screw for keeping the battery door cover on. So what I do to keep these in while I'm placing them, I get a little bit of quick setting epoxy in there. If you see, it's a little concave in here. Other side is flat. You want the concave bit facing forward. See that right here? I like to wipe off any excess. And that should be enough to put it together and hold it in there for when you take the battery cover screw out. Careful of the power switch over here. Don't want to drop it. Alright, that last screw in, you grab my aftermarket battery here. Put the battery cover back on. Let's put a game in this and see how it looks. Cleaning up the rest of these bits and pieces here on the top of the screen. Alright. Sticker badge. Look at that. It's real nice. Alright, that is it for this restoration project. You know, I had a lot of fun doing it. It was fairly inexpensive, under $20 for the whole project, the battery and the shell. And I've been wanting this shell for quite some time, as I said, so I'm very happy with how it turned out. If you like this video as much as I did, go ahead and hit that like button. And I have several console modifications coming in the following weeks, so if you don't want to miss those, hit that subscribe button for me. Again, thanks for watching my channel. Take care.